Hello and welcome to Calypten News, your one-stop for short and precise global news every day. Let's start today's briefing. Congo-Rwanda peace deal signed in Washington. Diplomatic breakthrough achieved as foreign ministers formalize U.S.-mediated agreement ending five-year conflict. The pact establishes joint border security and resource-sharing frameworks. Implementation begins July with UN oversight. Regional leaders hail it as historic despite lingering militia concerns in eastern Congo. Iran rejects nuclear talks despite U.S. claims. Tehran denies former President Trump's assertion of resumed negotiations, labeling it Western deception. Supreme Leader Khamenei vows continued uranium enrichment, while U.S. sanctions target 3 Iranian generals. European mediators express alarm over stalled dialogue amid rising Gulf tensions. Japan executes Twitter killer Takahiro Shiraishi. Shiraishi hanged for murdering 9 people lured through suicidal social media posts in 2017. Families of victims witness execution after 8-year legal battle. Case sparks national debate on online predation laws, prompting new legislation requiring suicide-related content monitoring. FBI releases new lead in 2016 Pokémon Go murder. Fresh sketch identifies second suspect in Calvin Riley's California park shooting. Witnesses report seeing armed man near Pikachu lure module. $100,000 reward offered as investigators re-examine ballistic evidence. Family demands justice 9 years after teen's death during game session. Americans detained for sending Bibles to North Korea. 6 activists arrested attempting sea delivery of rice and religious materials via drone boats. Pyongyang condemns cultural invasion, threatens missile tests. U.S. State Department negotiates release amid sanctions violation charges carrying potential 20-year sentences. Stem cell therapy cures 83% of type 1 diabetes patients. Revolutionary trial eliminates insulin dependency in 10 of 12 participants via pancreatic cell regeneration. FDA fast-tracks review for 2026 rollout. Researchers note sustained glucose control 18 months post-treatment, calling it functional cure for millions globally. Climate change worsens sleep apnea globally. Lancet study confirms severe episodes surge 50% above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Rising nighttime temperatures disrupt breathing patterns, with tropical regions worst affected. Medical associations urge air conditioner subsidies for vulnerable populations as heatwaves intensify. Twin waterspouts terrorize Florida boaters. Rare meteorological event nearly capsizes vessel near Jacksonville, captured on viral video. National Weather Service confirms F1 strength, linking formation to record warm Atlantic currents. No injuries reported but marina sustains $500,000 damage. Stampede kills 29 in Central African Republic. School ceremony tragedy injures 260 amid overcrowding and collapsed exits. Government declares national mourning days after survivors describe stampede triggered by false gunshot reports. UN dispatches crisis team to assist overwhelmed hospitals. Zohran Mamdani wins NYC Mayoral primary. Progressive candidate secures nomination with 62% vote share, poised to become city's first Muslim mayor. Platform emphasizes rent control expansion and police reform. Opponents cite budget concerns ahead of November general election. Dalai Lama to name successor on 90th birthday. Tibetan spiritual leader announces July successor selection to ensure lineage continuity. China denounces move, reiterating Panchen Lama authority. Exile communities prepare global ceremonies while awaiting identity of reincarnation candidate chosen through traditional signs. Sam's Club launches free pizza delivery. Walmart subsidiary rolls out member-exclusive service competing directly with Costco's offering. Pepperoni and Supreme pizzas available nationwide via app, leveraging store kitchens. Analysts note strategy targets suburban families with 30-minute delivery guarantee. Widow shunned after grief breakdown. Dear Abby, column advises woman ostracized by friends following public mental health crisis during husband's funeral. Psychologists contribute commentary on bereavement stigma, urging community compassion and therapy access in emotional support resource toolkit. Egyptian deported for kicking customs beagle. Attacker expelled after assaulting dog that detected 100 pounds of illegal meat at Dulles Airport. Beagle, Chip, resumes duty after veterinary clearance. New legislation proposes felony charges for canine assaults following incident. Highway standoff ends with mental health intervention. 64-year-old woman apprehended after 6-hour standoff where she aimed gun at herself on I-95. Crisis negotiators secure surrender, no shots fired. Case highlights gaps in elderly mental health care as she enters 90-day treatment program. Teen in coma after altitude sickness fall. California boy survives 120-foot cliff plunge after hallucinating during family hike near Yosemite. Rescue teams use night vision drones for complex extraction. Doctors induce coma for brain swelling treatment with guarded prognosis. Diamond thief jailed after social media brag. UK woman sentenced to 28 months for stealing gems worth £2 million from employer. Investigation triggered by Instagram post showing her wearing missing jewelry. Luxury brand implements stricter inventory audits globally following conviction. Indian astronaut docks with ISS. Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla becomes India's second astronaut aboard SpaceX's Axiom 4 mission. 14-day itinerary includes microgravity experiments and satellite repairs. PM Modi hails historic step in space program during live broadcast celebration. Thailand-Cambodia border clashes. Military skirmishes near Preah Vihear temple killed 7 soldiers. Cambodia halted fuel exports to Thailand while Bangkok closed border checkpoints. Both nations' leaders visited conflict zones amid Association of Southeast Asian Nations mediation efforts to prevent full-scale war. India condemns Pakistan at United Nations. India's ambassador accused Pakistan of sheltering terrorists targeting Jammu and Kashmir, citing recent Pahalgam attacks that killed 26 pilgrims. The rebuttal occurred during a Security Council session about children in conflict zones, exposing deep diplomatic rifts. That is all for today. See you next time. If you find our news to be useful, don't forget to drop a comment and subscribe to our channel.